Step right up to the children's birthday party. But let's be honest, it's not a party. It's a parent performance review. Once upon a time, a kid's birthday was simple cake, a few friends, off-key singing, maybe some balloons from the supermarket. Now, you need a mood board, a vendor list, a color palette, run a show, and a therapy session after. Why? Because the party is no longer for the kids. It's for the photos, for the group chat, for your internal good parent scoreboard. Your kid? They just want cake and someone to chase with a stick. But you? You're out here producing the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm influencing the top 5 trends that drain your wallet, your time, and your soul. Because the truth is, your kid will not remember any of it. You're not throwing a party. You're staging a brand activation for a 5-year-old. Trend number 1, the balloon arch. A monument to air, plastic, and your declining savings. You saw it online. Perfect. So you hire someone, or DIY at midnight, or both, because the first one didn't look full enough. The kid walks in, sees it for 3 seconds, says balloon, and never looks at it again. But that arch, it cost more than the child's future therapy. And at the end of the day, you're popping your investment with a safety pin. Balloon arches are not for children. They are for photos. Kids don't appreciate arches. Kids appreciate popping things and running. The replacement? One simple banner, a few balloons. Done. Put that money into the one thing kids actually remember. An activity? Trend number 2, the dessert table. 10 kinds of sweets, macarons, cake pops, branded cookies, cupcakes, brownies, and themed candy jars. It looks like a magazine spread. It tastes like mostly sugar. The kids? They don't see an aesthetic. They see a target. They eat 1 cupcake, half a cookie, a handful of random candies, and then they run off to scream in the hallway. By the time everyone leaves, the dessert table looks exactly the same. Just slightly rearranged. You didn't create memories. You created leftovers with a PR strategy. Trend number 3, professional entertainment. Clown, magician, mascot, princess, full sound system. You're spending real money, for someone to come in a costume and put on a show. The kids, they watch for 7 minutes, and then the glitch happens. One starts a side game, one runs behind the character, one cries, and 3 go upstairs to completely ignore the performance. The true main event is always the same. Kids chasing each other with forks while the performer keeps doing their bit to an audience of 2 and a confused baby. You didn't need a show. You needed a safe space for chaos to happen. The replacement? One game that controls the chaos. Treasure hunt, musical statues, relay race. Give them structure for 15 minutes and you'll feel like a wizard. Trend number 4, gift bags. Small, nylon bags of guilt. Why do we do it? Because you're terrified another parent will say they didn't even give a gift bag. So you fill them with plastic toys that break in one day, sugar bombs, stickers that will live forever on someone else's furniture. The kids rip into them. They love it for 14 minutes and then the contents become floor confetti, car clutter, future landfill. Gift bags aren't gratitude. They're an anxiety tax. Gift bags are guilt wrapped in cellophane. They're not appreciated. They're tolerated. One useful thing, a small book, bubbles, crayons, or do the most controversial option, no gift bag. Your child will survive, I promise. Trend number 5, themed everything. Plates, cups, banners, fonts, napkins, cake design, outfits, even the labels on the water bottles. You don't just have a party, you have a brand deck. Your kid says, I want a dinosaur party. But your brain hears custom backdrop, dino font invitations, matching shirts, and a cake so detailed it needs a legal team. Let's be honest, the theme isn't for the kids. Kids are happy with a T-Rex on the cake, green balloons, and someone roaring occasionally. The rest of it? The rest of it is for the algorithm. It's for those 10 seconds where you pan across the room and caption it. Anything for my baby. The theme is not for your kid. Your kid does not care about fonts. Your kid cares that their friend pushed them on the swing. Pick one theme anchor, one banner, or one cake topper. Everything else can be normal. The party does not need brand guidelines. So what's actually going on here? You're not a bad parent. You're a pressured parent. Pressured by other parents' photos, perfect parties on your feed, the feeling that everyone else is doing more. The worry that your kid will feel less than makes the party become a test. Am I doing enough? Do I look like I'm doing enough? Will people think I'm lazy if I keep it simple? You're not just serving cake. You're serving proof. Proof that you care. Proof that you're trying. Proof that your kid isn't missing out. But ask your child in 5 years what they remember. They won't say, the arch had great composition. They won't say, the dessert table was well curated. They'll say, we had a water balloon fight. We played that silly game. My cousins came. And they'll say, you were there. Kids remember joy, not your balloon budget. The solution? The 1-1-1 formula. So, how do you influence this without becoming the no fun allowed parent? You use a simple formula: one game, one cake, one memory, one game, something active and simple. Musical chairs, treasure hunt, water balloons, or a DIY obstacle course. It's not perfect, it's not Instagrammable, it's just fun. One cake, not 10 desserts, not 5-tier architecture. One cake, their favorite flavor, maybe their favorite character on top, the candle, the song, off key, perfect. One memory, pick one moment you want them to remember. Everyone shouting their name during the song, you sitting on the floor playing with them, a silly photo tradition, or maybe just a family-only moment before the chaos begins. The party is not the decorations. The party is the connection. Look, if you genuinely love planning, crafting, decorating, go ahead, enjoy it. But if you're doing all this because you're scared of being judged, looking basic, not keeping up, then this isn't a celebration. It's a performance. For strangers, on a screen, who will forget your post in 3 seconds and scroll to the next one? Your kid won't. Here's the fix. One game, one cake, one memory. Kids remember joy, not your balloon invoice. Stop throwing parties for adults online.